Hey guys, so it's been about a week and a half-ish with the beautiful, the one and only Insta360 One X, and I want to get into a review because everywhere I go, this is the camera that I bring with me. I almost have a habit of pulling this out instead of pulling my iPhone out if I want to take photos and videos, just because this thing always makes me smile. This thing is like being a kid again because I'm just so old, but let's get into the review. The first thing I want to talk about is the form factor. I love the form factor. I think, this thing literally is smaller than your hand, and pretty much. It feels great. It feels great in the hand. It is plastic, but it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a plastic with like a rubber coating on it. I don't really know if that makes sense or not. But you got your LCD screen there that you can't see. LCD right there, you got your select, you got your power button, and that's it. That's all you need, baby. Just those two things. Boom. So, the next thing I want to talk about, I took some notes, guys, because there's a lot. So if you see me looking down, don't kill me. The next thing is obviously interchangeable batteries. I love it. I don't know why the original one didn't have it, but this one now has interchangeable batteries. You just pull this sucker right out, boom, and you put another one in, and you're ready to go. Cheap batteries, by the way, thank God. These, I hate how like cameras nowadays have batteries that are like 50, 60 bucks for the original battery. Why in the world? There's nothing in it that is worth $60. It's just a battery. These batteries, 20 bucks. That's perfect. It's almost like aftermarket, but it's not. It just slips right in there. Close the door, you're ready to go. So as I said before, guys, the bottom is the power and switch button. The top button is a select button. So keep that in mind. It'll take a little bit to get used to, but after about a day of playing with it, you'll do perfect. Now, you can either switch out a new battery, put the old battery on a charger that Insta360 sells, or you can actually charge straight from the camera by using the micro USB. It's a micro, right? Yeah, micro USB thing right there. You guys can see it, right? You can just pop it in and it'll charge right in here. No need for an external battery charger. But again, if you do have multiple batteries, obviously it is much better to get an external battery charger. Now, their marketing for the selfie stick is called invisible selfie stick. Because if you see some of the footage people put out there, you actually cannot see the selfie stick. It looks like it looks like a drone is following you. In fact, the first day that I got this, I put it on my Instagram story and many people were like, what kind of drone is that? Like, how is it following you so smooth? When in fact, it's not a drone. I was just holding this thing. And in the video, it looked like I was just holding a remote, like from a drone or something. So this thing is actually pretty damn genius, and it's not really invisible, as you guys can see. All you do is you thread it in, and that's it. Now it's invisible. You might be saying, well, Mark, that's not invisible at all. I can still see it. You're right, a little bit. See how this thing works is it is right in between the two lenses. So, and that just happens to be the stitching point. So this selfie stick is not really invisible, but it is hiding literally perfect right in the middle of the two lenses, which is where the stitching point is. The stitching point is pretty much in between the lenses, exactly on top of the lenses, and exactly on the bottom of the lenses, and exactly on the side of the lenses. So anything that is pretty much in between the lenses is the stitching point. Theoretically, you can put a selfie stick up top somehow and it'll still be invisible. The one thing that you might be careful with this is if you get any other third-party selfie stick that is slightly thicker than this one, it will not become invisible anymore because it is going out of that stitching line. So keep that in mind. If you want the stick to be invisible, you have to use their own selfie stick, which is 20 bucks. It's not bad, honestly. It's pretty good. It's like it's aluminum or something, but it works nice. You unscrew it. It gets pretty long. That's what she said. Oh, it gets even longer. Oops. So that's how long it is. And you just kind of twist it counterclockwise to close it. And there you go. and you twist it again and it collapses. So that is the invisible selfie stick that is not really invisible. Now I'm gonna put the camera down and show you guys the actual operating system of this camera, which isn't really even an operating system. It's just like a few menus, but it's something to get used to. And let me show you guys right about now. So for this part, I have to use my iPhone, unfortunately, because this screen was way too dim to see on my DSLR, just simply because of the quality of the screen itself. You just could not see it with the DSLR. But as you can see right now, this is pretty much what you're gonna be looking at right when you turn on your device. So the first thing you get is your camera. You got your 18 megapixels, and you can take 7,305 pictures with my particular SD card. You click this smaller button to go next. That's your video. Right now I am on the mode of 5K 30, and again I have about 40 minutes left of record time. Click again, you got your settings. Click again, you're back to photo. Now if you select this big button, it'll take a photo, as you guys saw that. If you go to video and you hit the big button again, same thing happens. It just keeps recording. So let's go into settings. So when you get to settings, this will be the first screen that you see. And again, it is the same button layout as the previous screen. This is to go next. This is to go down to pretty much select. And this is to actually hit enter. So right now, as you can see, the photo, we're on photo, and we have standard. If you want to change it, click that. It'll go to photo HDR with, let's see how many steps you can do. You can do 3, 4, and back to 0.3. I think 2 is the best, to be honest. Click again, you'll go to interval. So this will take pictures every 3 seconds. You can choose RAW if you would like. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you're back to standard. Now to go to video settings, go until this is highlighted, then you click enter, and then you're on video settings. So this is my video settings at the moment. I got my standard, 5K 30, auto ISO, shutter fast, log off, and that's pretty much it. If I want to do something different, I can go to bullet time, which I will show you guys later. I can go to time lapse, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows, and I can go to HDR video. Again, I like to keep it on standard for now, so let's go ahead and do that. And then the next setting is Wi-Fi. I have my Wi-Fi on auto. That pretty much means that the Wi-Fi is off until I go into my phone, go into the application, and manually turn it on from there to connect. I don't need my Insta360 to be constantly looking for a Wi-Fi signal. That drains battery by a lot, so I like to keep that to auto. And here you can change the Wi-Fi password, the Wi-Fi channel, and then you're back at photo. So that is pretty much the entire operating system. There's nothing to it. It's super easy to get used to, and it'll just take some time to get remembering these 2 buttons right here and what they do. But once you have that set and figured out, everything is just baby steps. Now, if you guys are interested in HDR video, I recommend you watching the video that I already did. I will put a card up right here. And if you guys are not interested, that's cool. Just continue with this video, and let's get started. Let's get back started. Let's get back to it. I need my morning coffee. So battery life, if you're using Wi-Fi, will be about 45 minutes if you're recording in the full resolution 5.7K 30. If the Wi-Fi is off though, which is why I keep it off, you will get about 1 hour of record time, 5.7K 30. So again, you don't really need Wi-Fi. You can connect using the cable, which I will show you guys later in this video, and it transfers faster, and there's really no need to use Wi-Fi unless you lost the cable or you really don't like cables. But again, I just love using the cable. It transfers quicker, and I don't know, it's just better. I'd rather have 15 more minutes of battery life. So guys, this video is almost over. I will include some clips from this camera at the end of the video so you guys can check it out. I will include some photos, some clips, And overall, this camera is really impressive. For $400, you do really get, I think, the best bang for your buck. I think the next step up would be the GoPro Fusion, but I think that's like 200 bucks extra. And don't quote me, but I'm almost positive GoPro's 360 team have kind of left GoPro. So they're not even with GoPro anymore. So I'm not really sure about getting more updates to the Fusion. So if you guys wanted the Fusion, but you guys want something a little bit kind of identical, but in a way smaller form factor, I will leave a link in the description for this camera, and you guys can check it out and see if you want it or not. So guys, that's about it. Again, here are those clips. Enjoy.